Well, the Memorial Holiday weekend just about here, and we have brought in an expert to show us how to indulge without busting our diets. We'll be back with that in just a minute. All right, are you ready to eat? Barbecues, picnics, it's likely you are going to be eating a lot this holiday weekend. And if you don't want to ruin your diet in just 3 days, don't worry. We brought in an expert to help us out. This is Jenny Irwin. She's a registered dietitian, and she's going to help us sort of enjoy some of our favorite foods without as much salt and as much fat as we might normally use. Is that right?
Exactly.
So tell me a little bit about what we've got. I mean, every good barbecue, you think about that heavy barbecue sauce, but we don't really need to have all that heavy stuff. We could make it taste good, right?
Exactly. And, you know, the trend is getting away from high salt, high fat. You know, back in the 50s, everybody would pour on the butter, but we know better now. We're educated here in America. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to whip up a really quick and easy light, easy marinade. We're going to use a little bit of a zesty Italian dressing. So this is naturally low in salt, low in fat.
And stuff is good.
It's organic.
Okay.
And
this will be good for chicken,
shrimp, definitely. So I like to just use proportions. So about ½ a cup of the dressing.
Okay, so
we're going to use some of our wonderful Fridordi Fruity.
Okay.
It is organic, low in sugar.
Let's see if we can make sure we can see that. I'm going to move some of this stuff out of the way.
And put in about ½ a cup of that.
And what is this called?
This is an organic apricot jam. So you can actually even use this on your fruit if you're going to do some grilling with fruit.
Okay.
We're going to whip that up.
Okay.
So the combination is a really, it's sweet and savory.
I was going to say sweet as well as you've got the kind of the zest to it as well.
Exactly. And then if you wanted to spice it up a little bit more, you could add a little bit of like a Dijon mustard. That would be great for the chicken and the shrimp.
And then you just put it right on and grill it right up?
You paint it right on your fish or your chicken, and you grill it right up. But again, with marinades and things of that nature, you want to make sure that it's going to marinate for at least 2 hours so you can really absorb the flavors into the protein.
Okay, and this would also be good for the vegetables that we see here in the front as well?
Yeah, you could also do that with the vegetables. And with this company here, this is the Stonehouse 27. It's a Indian westernized style of a glaze that you can put on, again, chicken, fish, beef, pork. So you're getting some new Indian flavors, and people nowadays, they want that flavor in their food.
Great. So lots of flavor, but you need to make sure that you plan ahead a little bit so that it can actually sit there on top of the chicken or the shrimp for a little bit of time.
Exactly.
Other tips as we head into the weekend?
Just in general, I want to mention, I always like to mention portion sizes because this is a big thing with my clients. You know, instead of using, you know, big old jumbo plates, you know, use a smaller plate. And maybe you can even go back twice, but even if you go back twice for this, it's going to be not as big as this.
And potato salads, macaroni salads, instead of the pasta that we might use, there's our better alternatives.
Exactly. Use a whole grain pasta. Again, when you use and cook potatoes, you can use some of the new potatoes, leave the skins on, you're getting those extra nutrients in there. And with desserts, you want to use fruit, sorbets,
show my fruit.
Jams and jellies.
Yeah, yum. Good fresh fruit is a good way to top off the meal rather than a great big old strawberry shortcake or something like that, right?
Exactly. And you can use the shortcake, but just use, you know, again, the portion size should be reasonable.
A little small.
So,
okay. It can still be delicious, just think a little smaller.
Exactly.
All right. Well, have a wonderful holiday weekend. Thank you for sharing your secrets with us.
Thank you for having me.
It's almost lunchtime. I'm glad you're here.
Oh boy.
I'm going to eat. You talk.